But we did mention the sexy little swine line, so we got to talk about it really, because the way he sings Swine is so northern and youthful, and it's almost Partridge-esque in a way. Like, it's just so joyous. Like, just to hear. I remember the first time hearing it, and there's just something about it that, because so just before you kind of say, I'm sure you've got thoughts on that, but just to let people know that the funny thing about the use of that word for people that don't know is that the slang definition of swine would be, if you were to call someone a swine here in the UK, you would dislike them or think that they've been a bad person because they've behaved unpleasantly towards you, let's say. But then he's throwing an almost other slang meaning on top of that, like a more like the northern version of that slang, because he puts it after sexy little. And the way he performs it, it makes it sound more cheeky. So instead of it being you swine in an angry way, it's become a little bit more northern, and it's become like you swine, like, oh, you're a bloody swine, but oh, I can't hate you. Ooh, yeah, like that, isn't it? The way he's done it. So it's got this very northern double slang on it, I'd say. He's kind of flipped the slang even more than it already was on the word. Yeah, you sexy little swine. I just love that line. I'm sure you love it as well.
Yeah, it's quite as you touched on, it is quite an obscure insult as well. I mean, it's a sad thing. My mum would call me if I was being naughty when I was a kid. So, oh, get upstairs, you swine.
I'm glad you took the sexy out of that bit. I didn't know where you were going. I didn't know where we were going with that then. Down a rabbit hole no one wants to go through.
Oh, stick clear with that one, bloody hell. But yeah. So minus your minus the sexy qualifier. That's the type of thing I'd get shouted at me as a child.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
As a teenager, I got it shouted at me again without the sexy qualifier.
Oh yeah. But even when your mum said it, would be like affectionate almost, isn't it? It's an affectionate again term.
Yeah.
That's when I was swine in. No one's like, since maybe the 30s, nobody's called anyone a swine in a dramatic, serious way.
You swine!
You're a swine!
Like Matt Berry.
Yeah, I was going to say, see Matt Berry for context.